we have this very interesting notion that science often perpetuates today. And that is the notion that the brain perpetuates or the brain creates consciousness. And what's more fascinating than anything else about these science studies is that they single-handedly prove that consciousness creates the mind, the self, the body, and all of our existence as we know it. If you look at some of the science behind deep states of mental peace found when someone's in real meditation, real stillness within their minds, you see that there is actually a release of or an alteration in the brain's chemistry via an alteration in the brain waves. When the brain is in a state of silence, the energy that flows through the conscious experience enters into it through these brain waves, through these theta waves, alpha waves, even sometimes gamma waves they've found. And what scientists have seen is when these waves are produced in the brain, they actually increase your neuroplasticity and neurogenesis. Meaning your mind goes through a process in which all of its circuitry, all of the neurotransmitters, everything involved in what makes you, you, right? As Guruji was saying, there are, maybe even 4 neurotransmitters at a time, maybe even more than that are functioning just to enact one action, maybe one thought, maybe one action within the body. They're probably much more involved when we even get to the aspect of physical action. But when we enter this state of pure silence, stillness in mind, the brain goes through a reset process in which all of the different parts of the brain begin to recalibrate themselves. And when they recalibrate themselves, they all come into a degree of synchronicity, right? Does that sound familiar? Synchronicity. They all synchronize together. They all start communicating with each other again. And then when you experience, because when you're entering into true meditation, you can experience wonderful experiences, like an incredible peace, an incredible happiness or joy, ecstasy. That come through that stillness, that come from that pure state of consciousness, that pure divine consciousness. And as a result, these feelings that come from your soul, when you finally connect to your soul, they actually alter the neurotransmitter activity. In the same way, when you're interacting in the world, you have different experiences, right? Neurotransmitters work bi-directionally. So your neurotransmitters affect the way that you can perceive and feel about life. And simultaneously, the way you perceive and feel about life affects your neurotransmitter production. They go hand in hand. In the same way, now we're talking about something that is not being perceived or experienced, but rather we're removing the experience. We're removing the finite self. We're removing the perceptual finite being, merging that, dipping that into that ocean of infinite awareness, And what's coming out from that is a reset, a recalibration to those inherent truths of God, a recalibration back to those divine principles and fundamentals that we experience as joy, as peace, as wonder, as awe, as beauty. These are the expressions of the Dharma, of the ultimate reality.